This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. It's time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
Olivia Roberts has breaking news about COVID vaccines for younger children.
But first, Mark Peterson tracking possible thunderstorms around the region.
Got some energy out there, no doubt about it. First Alert Weather in that weather app, free and available in the App Store. And it would show you this very Doppler radar. You'd be able to see that everything is moving out of the area. Rockford's starting to dry out. Liberty Lake just on the tail end of this. Spokane, dry skywise, but wet roadways. So just be aware. 4 things you need to know, of course, is the fact that we are going to have some scattered showers coming in later today. Breezy and cooler. That slight chance of thunderstorms, but a warm, sunny weekend ahead.
Spokane police are looking for a man they say is dangerous. This is 43-year-old Edward Ezekiel Smith. Police say he is living out of a stolen pickup truck. It is a 2016 dark gray GMC Canyon with Washington license plate C58821F. Police say Smith has a Department of Corrections warrant. He's 5'7", about 160 pounds. He has black hair and green eyes. If you've seen him or have any information about where he could be, you're asked to call Crime Check at 456-2233.
Breaking news this morning, we are learning Pfizer has submitted trial data to the FDA to clear its COVID vaccine for use in children ages 5 to 11. This is the first submission of data to the FDA for a COVID vaccine for younger kids. A formal submission to request emergency use of Pfizer's vaccine is expected to follow in the coming weeks. FDA officials have said once vaccine data was submitted, the agency could authorize a vaccine for younger children in a matter of weeks, not months. But it would depend on the timing and quality of the data provided. If the FDA gives it the green light, a panel of CDC vaccine advisors will meet to consider whether to recommend its use. Those first shots could potentially go out as soon as Halloween.
New this morning, if you're a smoker, getting infected with COVID could result in devastating consequences. A new study in the British medical journal Thorax studied more than 400,000 people who battled the virus. It found people who currently smoke and get COVID are 80% more likely to be hospitalized. They're also at a much higher risk of dying from the virus. Researchers did say current smokers are not at higher risk of facing a confirmed COVID infection.
Have you given up on a future without COVID? According to a new study, most Americans have. A Kaiser Family Foundation survey published today found 79% of adults believe COVID will continue at a low level, similar to the flu, and we will have to live with it for the foreseeable future. 36% said they are satisfied but not enthusiastic about what future, with 35% more saying it makes them dissatisfied dissatisfied but not angry.
With more people mailing packages and pandemic delays last Christmas season, the U.S. Postal Service is getting some upgrades to handle more mail this year. In the center of the workroom floor at Spokane's USPS plant is a mail sorting machine that handles about 120,000 packages a day. With last year's holiday season exceeding that amount, a second machine was brought in to meet this year's demand. The new automatic delivery unit sorter, or ADIS, is faster and can handle slightly bigger packages, an additional 80,000 of them a day. USPS is also hiring more employees to help this holiday season. This is all part of the Postal Service's effort to invest $40 billion in people, equipment, and technology at mail processing plants across the country.
People hoping to take an Amtrak train out of Spokane in the next couple of days will have to find a new way. The Empire Builder that rolls through the city derailed this weekend in Montana. That train will not run again until Friday. We do know the train was not speeding. Investigators expect the preliminary report to be done within the next 30 days.
Now, we learned from Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer that this fire at an abandoned warehouse is likely an act of arson. The fire started Sunday night at the old S&P Meats off of East Trent. It wasn't safe for firefighters inside, so crews battled the flames outside. The building was abandoned and considered hazardous. The fire department's special investigations unit is looking into what happened.
This morning, singer R. Kelly, once a global superstar, now faces the possibility of life in prison. A jury finding him guilty in a federal sex crimes trial where prosecutors said he used his fame to engage in sex trafficking. The guilty verdict came on the first full day of deliberations. R. Kelly is scheduled to be sentenced May of next year. He faces a mandatory minimum of 10 years behind bars and up to life in prison.
Next on GMA, an ABC News exclusive as he prepares for the groundbreaking of his presidential center. Former President Barack Obama going one-on-one with Robin Roberts. She's getting a first look at some of the history that'll soon be on display once that center is built. It's just ahead. on GMA.